Hello, Daria Zon. Why don't you introduce yourself to us?
I'm Daria. I've been living in Amsterdam almost 3 years. I have a corgi and it's my hobby. I have a master degree in marketing and sales, and almost 10 years I'd been working in sales and marketing. 2 years ago, I decided to switch a little bit my career. And it is amazing journey in terms of switching my career because sometimes, it's like a hit and miss.
One of the main reasons I've decided to interview you is exactly this. I heard all about you, and I heard you're somebody that I should have an interview with because you're going through quite a not just a career transformation, but also you have moved to another country. You have a lot going on in your life. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I would just really love to get to know a little bit more about you. So let's get started. The first question I have here is, what motivated you to transition from sales to UX UI? And how has your experience in sales influenced your approach to design?
I'm extrovert and I choose my career in sales initially because I like speak with people. I like to know what they would like to have. I'd like to help them to meet their needs. It's my desire, I wanna be the person who can help people. I really like helping people. And I liked sales, I liked marketing, but after almost 8 years, I realized, okay, I got a little bit tired of sales because then more I learned about sales, I realized that, okay, I like to help people, but unfortunately, real market doesn't give me this opportunity because I still need to stick to targets. I need to stick to pipelines. I realized not, I'm not the salesperson. I wanna help people to meet their need. I started to think where I can apply this desire, where I can apply my background. And I started to think about analyzing something, maybe working with some data. And in this moment, I started to learn a little bit more about design, about UX design. And I realized, okay, this is for me because it's not only design, it's not only web design. For every design, something should stand behind it. We can't just draw some interface. We need to know what exactly we would like to get from it, what user would like to get from it. You need to learn a lot about your user. You need to have a lot of data. And only based on this data, only based on interview, only based on research, and you can build your website. I'm pretty sure that my sales background can help me with it because, who if not me, because I really like speak with people. I know how I can help with questions, and person can speak more and more about real problem. We just need to figure it out.
I find that a background in marketing and sales seems to be such a great bridge into UX UI design. Me, coming from the more technical background, software development, what I find a lot of engineers struggle with is really knowing what their customers need and want. So there's a big amount of work in trying to teach them this is what a customer needs. It's not just about making more functionality. If you can't connect with your customer, then you're not really giving them the value that they need. And you're coming from the side of knowing exactly what the customer needs because that's what you had to do in order to sell them something. So I can imagine that this is a great background to have coming into this new field.
Yeah, exactly.
You entered into this new field, and did you already know that you had so many transferable skills that you could use from sales, or did you choose it because you already knew that?
I think the first one, because I knew that I had some background and I would apply, I can apply. When I just started to conduct my first interviews with users, I thought, okay, It's not so difficult as I could expect. Some people tell that it's the most difficult part for them. But for me, it was like naturally because, of course, I still need prepare. Of course, it's a big, it's a big amount of job. I need to prepare question to learn about competitors. But for me, it was like, it was almost what I did before, but of course, in a different way.
That's amazing. So let's move on to the next question that I have here. It's all about you moving to the Netherlands. You did this for your husband while navigating a career shift. It must have brought some unique challenges. Do you want to share some of that with us?
Yeah, of course. It gave me some challenges and I had some like coping mechanisms, what helped me with it. I just realized that I need to have a long-term goals because when you're moving to another country, there are a lot about around you, new language, new culture, new people, and new networking. You need to start everything from scratch. For me, I think the most difficult part was just to, even in Russia, I wanted to be a designer, but I wanted to start my master degree in design, but because of this transition, I couldn't start it that time. So we moved and I decided, okay, but I still need to pursue my long-term goals. And it might be bad days, it might be good days, but I think if you stay focused on your main goal, you definitely will get what you want. It's just my feeling, but also, I see that many people who are really, really focused and who wanna, reach their goal, they do it.
And when you moved here and you had to learn the language and you had to create new friends and everything, moving to the Netherlands also is not the place with the best weather. But what was that like for you?
Yeah, it's definitely was not the best weather and still might be not the best weather in the world, but I'm trying to find some good moments in this because I feel that really fresh air around me. There are a lot of nature. I can walk with my dog anywhere.
Aw.
And yeah, it's really good. It's a green country. I like it. Yeah, it's kind of rainy, to be honest, and windy, but it made me more open-minded because I've met so many people from different cultures. I've never met so culture in my country because it's so interesting that in Amsterdam you can meet so many expats and learn more about different cultures. And also, when you learn more about different cultures, I think it gives me more insights, might be.
And I
Yeah.
can imagine this will also help you in your next steps. I'm curious because I'm all about diversity and inclusion. What about the other cultures that you've met surprised you the most, or maybe sits with you as in something that has been able to change your mindset?
I can't say that some exact culture, did it, but I just realized how people can speak so many languages. Some people who I met, they can speak 4 or 5 languages, and I just was so surprised because in my culture it's not typical, and it might be 1 of 10 people in Russia speak English. Even when I started some courses here, Dutch courses here. People usually speak a lot about themselves. And even it's not like my culture is they just speaking something, but they just talking about themselves. But when you listen to it and you just, okay, wow, it's so interesting. It's normal for them, but it's so unusual for me. I was surprised and it inspired me to learn more about different people, to travel more as well, because I've met some people from countries, sorry, but I've never heard about this country. So,
I always think it's because I'm American. When people mention where they're from, I'm like, oh, do you mind opening that up in Google Maps? Show me where that is. So it's not just Americans that don't know where things are. So let's move to the last question I have prepared here for you. As a woman entering the tech industry, what challenges have you encountered? And how do you think the industry can better support women making similar transitions?
Oh, it's a good question. I think First of all, maybe it's some biases that women are more focused, at least in my country, we have some biases that mo women more focus on, languages or some literature, but not technical area. And it doesn't help, I think, because in my opinion, it doesn't depend if you're male, female, or it doesn't depend of anything. You just, it depends on your mind, how you would like to build your career, how you can reach your goals. And I think the most challenging part for me was not because I'm woman, but I've met this challenge. In some countries, if you are entry level specialist, you can just be intern in this area. You can earn not a lot of money, but just to get know this profession, and you learn by professionals in this area. But what I've met, and I'm really struggling because of it, in Netherlands, if you would like to start from scratch, if you would like to work as an entry-level specialist, as an intern, you need to be enrolled on university.
Oh,
And
wow.
if you are not enrolled, it's really, really difficult to get your first,
Because they have a lot of bridge programs, don't they, where they help you get into these roles.
And also, it's because of some laws that if you're a student, you need to have an internship for 6 months, and company are more, maybe it's more like a tradition to get students, young professional, and provide them some opportunity for internship. And yeah, so it's a big gap for me because maybe 90% of positions open for intern. It's for intern who has a who currently enrolled as a specialist. And I finished my master degree about 4 years ago. So yeah.
So I was just going to ask, what would be the benefit for a company to hire you instead of a student coming right out of university? And I think probably you have mentioned something that makes you stand out.
If a company hire me, I'm sure that I can not only learn from professional, but I also can help company and use my background skills, use my master degree, use my background to help company maybe in kind of different area, maybe from sales point of view. But yeah, I'm sure it's also every design should sells itself,
Yeah.
and I think I can help with it, because you need not only just create this design, you need to sell it to client.
Yeah, in the end, you don't create UX UI just for fun, right? It's
Yeah.
the purpose.
Oh no, you can do it, but but it's just for you, your
Maybe for
client.
your own design on your
Yeah.
own computer to play around with, but nice. So, if we would be trying to, let's say, if someone would ask me, what would Daria, what kind of job would she want? What would that be?
As a job where I can learn but professional when I be a part of team, and I also like to invest a lot of my time because I'm eager to learn. I'm eager to apply my background. I'm eager to be a part of team because and I'm eager to speak with people. I really like it. And for me, I'm not looking for something specific. I just wanna start my career in it. I would be happy part of the team.
And I can imagine once you find that dream first job, that step into moving into your future career, you would also feel more comfortable living here in the Netherlands, and your husband would feel happier knowing that you feel more fulfilled, all of that, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's deeply connected, private life and how you're happy with your job and with this weather as well.
Well, is there anything I should have asked that I didn't ask?
No, I think it was a good discussion.
Yeah,
It was really interesting to have this discussion with you.
and I think I'm going to be forwarding this video to the recruiters at my own company. So they're missing out if they don't look you up. So thank you so much for giving me your time, and I hope you have a really lovely evening.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Thank
so